Tottenham Hotspur, European champions. Tottenham Hotspur have won the Europa League. Wow, that is just still wild to say. I can't believe we're here. Oh my God. Wow. Glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur. We did it. We did it. We did it. Tottenham Hotspur 1-0 today in Bilbao over Manchester United. I don't even know where to truly begin. I can't believe we did it. What? I don't even know where to start. The goal, a Brennan Johnson back post goal against Onana, who it was one of those days for him. I mean, it was most likely a Luke Shaw own goal, but they still gave it to Brennan Johnson anyway. Did he get a foot on it right at the end? Maybe. And even by that, it was just a blade. But, I mean, this was the perfect type of game where you finally, and you've seen it for the game in Bodo, you saw it for the game in Frankfurt, where Ange Postecoglou adapted his tactics to play a more defensive style of football. I mean, you look at the stats today, 1-0 is the only one that matters. Manchester United dominated everything else. The possession, they were around 73% possession. They had 16 shots in this game compared to Tottenham's 3. They had 6 shots on target compared to Tottenham's 1, and the 1 was the goal. Vicario made 5 saves today. Onana didn't make any because he only faced 1 shot. And here we are. Here we are. The trophy drought is over. First trophy since 2008. First European trophy since 1984. There are no words to put where we're at right now. I mean, today it was a brilliant day. Absolutely outstanding. Defensively, that's what kept us in this game. We had a absolutely incredible game on the back line today. Christian Romero was your man of the match. Obviously, Mickey Van de Ven. He had a goal line clearance about in the 70th minute that I think gave about everybody a heart attack. Porro, Udogi, you had Kevin Donzo come on later on in the game as they moved to a back 5. And nothing really truly ever scared this team today. There were moments, I mean, I mentioned that goal line clearance by Mickey Van de Ven. I mean, Vicario made a absolutely insane save in like the 6th minute of second half stoppage time that felt like if this is Tottenham Hotspur, they will concede this somehow. And they didn't. And I don't think anybody expected with the season we've had to get here. Not just to get here, to win it. I know a lot of hope came about in the past few weeks once we actually knew we were getting to the final. And obviously, once we knew who we were playing, a team we'd beaten 3 times already this year. Ange Postecoglou has never lost to them. I believe, it would be, I think 3 times last year and 3 times this year, so obviously 6 today being the 7th. You got a little bit of hope, but then also it's the hope that kills you, and of course, it's Tottenham will find a way to lose the game that actually matters. And they didn't. They did not lose the game that mattered. They finally won the big game. And oh my days. I, I'm still I don't know how I'm still of this plane of existence right now. Um, I mean, yeah, there. It is hard to find the words because this season has been just so tough. Obviously, we sit in 17th in the Premier League right now. We are right above the relegation zone. Obviously, relegation was decided weeks ago, so we were never truly in trouble. But here we are sitting in 17th, our worst season in 40, 50 years, league wise, and we walk out as European champions, and we're playing Champions League football next year. That is something special. Ange Postecoglou, he said it back in September. He always wins things in his second year. Gotta give it to him. Gotta give it to him. He did the kind of unthinkable. Obviously, league play has not been great, as mentioned, but he said he wins things in his second year. We obviously got to the semifinal in the Carabao, only got to the fourth or fifth round in the FA Cup, and here we are, European champions. It is just such a joyous relief and feeling that we are here. Like, I never for a second thought like this was going to be possible this year, especially come like December and January when the form really dipped. I did not think there was a chance in the world this was getting done. And now here we sit, May 21st, 2025, and the unthinkable has happened. I mean, all the stats today were in Man United's favor. All the vibes, all the feelings, all of whatever you want to say, that was in Manchester United's favor today. They were the team favorited to win. They were expected to win. They probably had the better team today, just given all the injuries Tottenham have. And it didn't matter. It absolutely did not matter today. That was one of the best performances I've seen from a Tottenham team in a while. I get it was only one goal, but I mean, you can't say much else about that defensive performance. We won the Europa League. It's just wild to say. I mean, what are they going to talk about now? What can they say now? They can't say anything. We're European champions. Wow. I think now, obviously, the transition becomes, the biggest question is Postecoglou and his job status. I don't know where we go from here, honestly. I've always been on the boat, win or lose. I think he's gone. I mean, obviously, today, when you actually win, it kind of changes things. It's like, well, maybe he can turn the boat around. I mean, he did win us a European championship. I still kind of lean on the side that he's out, just given how atrocious it has been league-wise. I lean that way. I honestly have no idea what way this club goes. This is a pivotal summer now, with Champions League football on the horizon somehow again. This is absolutely pivotal. If we would have lost this, it would be a completely different story right now. Postecoglou would have been sacked tomorrow morning. I honestly don't think they would have let him manage Sunday, but he's gone tomorrow morning. you're looking at a season where you just had your worst finish in 40 plus years. And you have nothing to look forward to, so you can't draw in top talent. Now you got that little carrot that is the Champions League. And so, hey, you never know what could happen there. So, I don't know if he stays in a job. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if he doesn't. He won't be out of a job for long. I will say that. As it's tough because I don't even know what my feelings are right now because I'm flying high on cloud nine. It's a day. There were many days in my 15 years of supporting this club that I did not think this day was ever going to come. And here we are. Here we are. 2010. Gareth Bale hat trick at San Siro against Internazionale. And now it ends with the journey, the long, strange trip. It ends with a Brennan Johnson goal in just one of the weirdest ways possible that win us a trophy. I don't. What can they say now? I know I already said. What can they say now? Haters are quiet. Can't hear you guys because you got nothing to say. That is Tottenham's third Europa League trophy. Of course, it was the UEFA Cup the last two times they won it, 72 and 84. That is still 3 more major European trophies than a certain other club has. That may be in London. Don't pull up the Intercity Ferries Cup and whatever other Cup Winners' Cup. Those aren't real. Those are your, Papa John's Cup trophies of Europe. You're a big boy when you win a European championship, whether that be a Europa League or whether that be a Champions League. I don't know if I can technically throw Conference League in there because they do somewhat still deviate it, but you're a European champion when you win one of these two. And we did it. We did it. People forget we're in the Super Cup now. So that is something. I don't think the Super Cup was around in the 80s. I could be wrong, but I think this may be the first time Tottenham ever play in the Super Cup. Again, could be wrong on that. Obviously, the only other time would be 1984. But I mean, we got another trophy on the line in August, and that's just absolutely insane to say. We'll be playing, obviously, the winner of the Champions League final, which will be either Inter Milan or PSG. The game is set for like mid-August. It's being played in Italy, I believe in Udinese, which of course is where Destiny Udogie came from. So that's nice. Wow, European champions. I just can't believe it. There are so many words that I feel like I could be saying right now. Everything is just in a blur, kind of. I'm gutted for the players that couldn't play today, like Lucas Bergvall, James Madison, Dejan Kulusevski. I'm gutted for all of them. They were a major part in this journey. And listen, I got to give it to Postecoglou too. Obviously, starting your captain on the bench and Heung-min's son. I think it also showed that he was expecting this game to go more than 90 and to have Son with fresher legs. I like the thought process. Thankfully, we only needed him for about 30 minutes today. So I can't complain. I have no complaints right now. Top of the world. This is top 2 days of my life probably right now. I would have to think up there. I didn't think we were going to get to this point. There were some dark days in this club. Under Conte, under Mourinho, obviously under Pochettino. And it's just, you always have the lingering thought, are we getting back there ever? And a lot of the times the thought is, no, we're not. And yet here we are. And we're back there. Absolutely special, absolutely insane. This is a very special group of players. We're going to lose 20-0 to Brighton on Sunday. Could not care less. Who cares? We're European champions. Brighton has 0 trophies in the cabinet. Shout out to Palace, Crystal Palace FA Cup champions. That was a good omen coming into the weekend with them breaking their trophy drought. Obviously, the numbers are skewed. They won, the second division in '94, but they technically haven't won a major trophy in club history. That was a major thing, this vibe lifter this weekend. Of course, you had Newcastle win the Carabao Cup. They break their trophy drought. You had Go Ahead Eagles in the Netherlands break their trophy drought. You had Bologna in Italy break their trophy drought. Now you have Tottenham Hotspur breaking their trophy drought. If you look at teams in England that have won championships this year, you have Liverpool, who won the Premier League. They have a bird on their crest. You look at Newcastle, obviously won the Carabao Cup. Bird on their crest, the Magpies. Crystal Palace, obviously it's an eagle. Bird in the crest. Tottenham Hotspur, bird in the crest, European champions. And again, where does it go from here? I have no idea. I do not know where it goes from here. I don't know. I can't believe we actually made it here. I am so happy we did. This has been an absolutely incredible journey through the ups, the few ups, the many lows, and yet it still ends in the same place. And here it is. This is that place. Honestly, I feel like this has just been a stream of consciousness kind of rambling for about 18 minutes. So I think we'll just wrap it up there. Sunday, maybe, who knows. We'll definitely do end of season recap, all that stuff. Obviously, things get very skewed with the European trophy. But yeah, Tottenham Hotspur, European champions. And as they say, I can't smile without you. I can't laugh. I can't sing. Finding it hard to do anything because I feel sad when you're sad. I feel glad when you're glad. If you only knew what I'm going through, I just can't smile without you. That's you, Tottenham Hotspur. So that's going to wrap it up for Top of the Perch. Thank you so much for watching this European Champion edition. Click like if you like the video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell anybody you know that Tottenham Hotspur, European champions.